So, this channel's never really done reviews before, but I figured I might start doing them if I like it, so we'll see how it turns out. And starting that off is going to be the NECA Freddy Vs Jason figure. I've been waiting for this guy for a while. I remember sitting in class, seeing when they posted this up, and I was like, damn, it looks like a great figure. And I really hope they make a Freddy to go along with it. I think, honestly, NECA makes the best boxes of any toy company, because I actually keep them. All my other boxes I throw away. They make nice backgrounds. And man, I haven't opened this figure yet, but he looks huge in the box. Like, he looks like a massive towering figure, which is good, so I'm excited to get this guy open. He looks awesome. See, I love their boxes, because you can actually, you can display them behind the figure, because it's like a movie poster. So yeah, let's get this guy open and see if he lives up to the hype that they've built for him. So I got this guy out of the package, and I gotta say I'm quite thoroughly impressed, and I'm glad I am, because he's just one of those NECA figures that when you look at him on the shelf, he's so eye-catching. The sculpt is really amazing on this figure, and it's really there, especially in that mask. This mask right here is my favorite mask out of the three he comes with, because there's just so much detail in it. It's really great, and the whole thing is very detailed, even all the way down to his shoes. He's even got, the things that make his shoes nice and thick so that he's super tall. It's really great, and I love the fire effect accessory. Like always, they give really good accessories. With this guy, he doesn't come with a bunch of accessories, but he comes with just enough to where it's nice. I mean, I think he comes with a perfect amount of accessories. I couldn't think of anything else I really would have wanted. Maybe a severed Freddy Krueger arm would have been cool, but just alone, this guy's awesome. I hope they're able to make a Freddy figure from this movie. That would be great, but from what we've heard, they've lost the Friday the 13th license, and they stated that they can't release anything else other than the things that they've already had plans for. So we really don't know if that means what they have, things that they've had plans for and are in the works but haven't showed us, or it's everything they've showed us, which is this figure and Roy, who's coming out next month, which I also can't wait for that figure. So, not sure if we're going to be getting a Freddy to go along with this guy. I hope they make one, because, technically that's Freddy, so it's not like it's a Jason, but I can see lawyers still saying, well, it's part of the Friday the 13th franchise, which would be dumb. That'd be really stupid. So I'm hoping they do, but honestly, I'm very impressed with this figure, and I was afraid I wasn't gonna be, because from the past few images I've seen over the past few days, I was like, wow, that figure looks great, but not as amazing as I thought it was gonna be. And I gotta say, getting it in hand, I think he lives up to the hype. The only problem with mine is his legs are loose, which is a bummer. But, it's a bummer, but it's not killing the figure, It's not like the figure straight up broke. Ooh, that scared me. I thought it was gonna break, actually. Wouldn't that have been ironic, right when I said it's not like the figure broke and then it breaks? That'd be sad. But yeah, I'm really impressed with this figure, man. The sculpt is it's amazing. And he comes with some great accessories, so let's take a look at those. See, so just what I was saying, he doesn't come with a bunch of accessories, but I think he still comes with a great amount for many different looks, that he has throughout the movie. The only one that I don't like is this mask. It's very plain, and it's just a Jason mask. If you wanted a clean Jason mask and not the bloody one, I'd imagine you'd put this one on, because it just looks awesome. And it has the Freddy vs. Jason specific scratches on it, and the weathering is just amazing. I love this mask. Like, when I think of Freddy vs. Jason, I think of this mask. So I'm going to be displaying him with that one for sure. And then the bloody mask still looks amazing. If they release a Freddy that has a bunch of, and he's all bloody and, you know, maybe I display him with that mask, you know, from the scene where they were fighting, because it looks great. I'm surprised with how good this looks. You know, when they revealed images of this figure, I was like, okay, well, the blood's not going to look that good. You know, come on. But, yeah, I'm pretty impressed. The blood looks really good. Like, it looks really great. I like it. I'm happy with it. The teddy bear, I don't remember this guy from the movie. And I've heard that he wasn't even in the movie. But, I mean, still cool to have a little teddy bear, you know? Maybe I'll display him with my Deadpool figure. I'm not sure yet. I think he's very detailed. So I don't know the meaning behind it. I mean, tell me in the comments below, because I'm really curious as to see what this is supposed to mean. There's probably a deleted scene where they had a flashback of Jason as a kid, and he had that teddy bear. And then this is probably one of my favorite accessories. This thing is great. It's the fire effect that goes on his machete. And yeah, it's really nice. It's sculpted great, and it's got a little tiny slit. So, I mean, it just hooks onto the machete, you know, via friction, and it doesn't come off. Try again. I'm like trying to shake it off, but you know, it's nice. It hooks on there nicely. I really like it. And then of course the machetes are great. I don't know about the blood effect on this. I think it could have been done a little bit better, but nevertheless, it's amazing. I mean, I think they're both really great. So I think, man, this one is my favorite mask out of the three. Still think it's great. It looks amazing on it. So, yeah. I think he comes with some great stuff, you know? The only other thing that I would have liked is like a Freddy arm, because, you know, he gets his arm decapitated. Or not decapitated, but he gets his arm cut off at the end. But I mean, still, with the stuff he comes with, I think it's great. It's really nice. And of course, moving on to this head sculpt, I think I'll go over briefly. I don't like it. I think it's ugly, but not in a good way. You know, I think it's usually Jason's head sculpts, or not head sculpts, but his head, his face is ugly, but it's like a cool ugly. Like, it looks cool. Like in part 6 and 7, those looked really cool. But this is just, I don't know, I don't like it. I actually think I would have preferred 3 alternate heads with the masks just being embedded into the head, so that it was actually sculpted onto the head. I think that would have been cool, because, you know, sometimes the masks come out a little bit warped when they're just by themselves. So I think, but I mean, still, it's nice. It serves its purpose. Surprisingly, what surprised me is there's no joint right here after the head. It's a neck joint, so the whole neck moves with the head. Still, I mean, it looks good still, so it actually does look better than a normal figure having the cut right there. So that's cool. But yeah, not really a fan of this look for Jason's face, so I mean, hey, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna be covering it up with this mask anyways. This mask still looks great. So the rest of the sculpt on it, as I was saying before, it's amazing, as NECA usually delivers with their sculpts. Amazing. So I'm really impressed. Yeah, I really like this whole thing. For articulation, you get about as much as you need for a Jason figure. The arms go up, you know, that much, maybe a little bit more. I don't want to force it. And the elbows get a really nice range. They get a good, a little past 90 degrees, which is nice. That's really nice. The waist goes down a little bit and then up. Legs kick out all the way. Well, not quite 90 degrees, but still pretty good. I wish the legs on mine weren't so loose. Knee bends in, not 90 degrees, but hey, And then ankles do have a bit of a pivot, about that much, you know. So they deliver good articulation in the areas that you need it. I mean, like, obviously you don't need Jason to be, you know, full on Spider-Man kicking someone. You know, you really need the articulation to be in the arms, waist, and head. So, you know, so happy that they give us articulation in the legs. It's obviously still very much needed, but I really like that they do that. They give you the articulation where you need it, because, you know, for these horror figures, you usually don't need a loaded Marvel Legends amount of articulation. So, yeah. There's a little comparison of him next to the Part 6 Jason, and it's fascinating to see how far NECA has really come, you know, with their sculpts and detail and mask. Because I like this figure. It's still a really nice figure, but I always hated the mask on this one because the shape is just looks horrible. It was not shaped like that in the movie at all. But yeah, so you can clearly see how much taller this figure is, you know, and how big he is. So right now, the only version of Freddy that I have from NECA is the Dream Warriors version. And he stands about that tall next to him, which is good. I mean, if you wanted to use this one, you can. But I hope they make a Freddy vs. Jason Freddy figure. I really do. If they don't, then I think the Freddy from Part 2 would be a good stand-in Freddy for that one. So yeah, all in all, this is a really nice figure. He is definitely my favorite Jason figure from NECA. And one of my favorite NECAs. I mean, one of them. I like all my NECAs pretty much the same. But my favorite's always been the Ultimate Michael they released last year. This is a really great figure, and it's sad to know that this could possibly be one of the last Jason figures coming out. I know they're releasing the Roy, and if they don't show any more Jason figures at San Diego Comic-Con next week, then yeah, this one and Roy will be the last two figures of Jason ever coming from NECA. So he's a really great figure, though. I'm really happy I got him. I'm really pleased with him, and yeah, I think if you're a Jason fan, definitely I wouldn't pass on this one, especially because he's one of the last ones coming out too. So definitely wouldn't pass. Thanks for checking it out. Peace.